Welcome, gentlemen. Today's video is going to be short and pretty much straight to the point. We're talking about confidence, and I believe a lot of you might get some value out of this video. So confidence equals competence and experience. Confidence is also situational, right? So let me explain. When I was a kid in elementary school and in high school, I didn't have a lot of confidence. I mean, I had a lot of friends, but I wasn't into sports. I wasn't into any type of academic clubs. So I kind of floated through that part of my life. As I got older, I got really into golf and then racing and then photography. And in all of those things, I got very good at. I got down to a single-digit handicap player. I raced cars for almost 10 years, and I won a driver's championship in 2006. And I also ran a commercial photo studio in Seattle for a number of years. The point is, being competent or really good in those areas gave me a foundation of confidence that spilled over into other areas of my life. And because I was good at those specific situational things for so long and I had success, it's only natural to build confidence in other areas in general or as a whole. But the thing is, competence and confidence doesn't just happen on day one, right? When I first picked up a camera, it was very intimidating. When I first picked up a golf club, I had no idea what I was doing. And when I first started racing cars door to door, I literally thought I was going to die in a ball of fire. But the more I did those things and the more I put myself in positions to learn and grow, my skills and my competence increased in those arenas, and so did my overall confidence. Not just in that one thing though, but overall. Maybe you're really good at sales or running a business, or maybe you're an incredible chef, or maybe you can build a house from the ground up. Whatever it is, you didn't just start out good. It took time. You had to fail and learn from those mistakes to get to where you are today. And I think that's the whole point I'm trying to make. And of course, I know that I'm speaking to grown men here, not children. But I think one of the reasons that I'm sort of rambling about all this right now is that I've had several conversations over the last few weeks and months with a bunch of different guys that I know who ask me about confidence and basically how I'm able to walk up to people and start a conversation, specifically with women. And look, this is where things get tricky because there's really no way to say this without sounding like a complete douchebag. And I understand that, but if this helps just one person, then it's worth me falling on my own sword. Here's where it all happens, right? So I have developed confidence around not really having a problem meeting women. Now, finding the right one, though, that's a different conversation. And look, man, just for the record, I'm no Casanova, but I have put in the reps enough to be fairly confident starting conversations with women. And honestly, it's not even that hard. And again, I hear myself talking right now and I know how this sounds, and I do apologize, but for the record, also, it's our job as men to approach. And it's been our job since the beginning of time. Women want to be approached by a respectful, confident man, period. I've talked about this in other videos in the past, but like I said before, having the confidence to approach someone and ask for a phone number doesn't just happen overnight. Some guys are naturals, sure, but for the rest of us, we're not. It requires repetition, success, and also failure. And I guess the way I like to look at it is like this, and I really, really mean this. Life is too damn short, man, so shoot your fucking shot. You've got nothing to lose. If you've only got so much time on this planet, what are you waiting for? Think of it like this. You didn't know that woman 5 minutes ago, so if you go up and talk to her, and it doesn't work out, guess what? No big deal. You're right where you were 5 minutes ago, but now you're the guy who had the guts to go try, and that says something. And sure, it's nerve-wracking and you might not know what to say at first, but the more you get out of your comfort zone and put in those reps, the easier it gets. Look for moments. What's going on around you that you can talk about in your approach? So here's an example. I'm at the gym the other day and I'm on the cable machine and there was this woman across from me on a chest press machine. So she would do a set and then grab her phone and start laughing. So I'm just over here doing my sets and I'm seeing that she keeps jumping on her phone, smiling and laughing. Now at this point, I just sort of couldn't help myself. So we're both resting in between our sets, and I said to her, so who's got you smiling so much today? Now in full disclosure, I'm probably thinking maybe a boyfriend or her husband, but she smiles even bigger and says it was her sister. She said she was in Mexico on vacation right now, and they've got a really funny back and forth texting conversation going on. And I think I'd said something like, well, that sounds really amazing, and I hope she has a great trip. And that was really all I wanted, and that was it. It was super light and natural. Now, she was very cute, but approaching at the gym is always a little bit weird. You've got to be really respectful and not creepy at all. So anyway, later on, when I'm leaving, I walked over to where she was and said, hey, just so you know, you have the prettiest smile I've seen in a very long time, and I hope you have a terrific weekend. Simple, honest, with no expectations. She got a little embarrassed and smiled even more and gave me a genuine thank you and said that I just made her entire week. No phone numbers were exchanged, no pickup lines, just a real human moment with someone. The cool thing about it though is I broke the ice. So if I see her at the gym again, continuing the conversation will be easy. But it's those genuine interactions that build your competence and also your confidence when it comes to approaching and talking to new people. You're putting in the reps and you're building confidence. And if there's one thing women love about a man, it's his confidence. Not arrogance, not cockiness, just a quiet confidence. The kind of confidence that says, I know who I am, I see you, and I'm not afraid to show up. And those are the reps, those little interactions, win or lose, are what build your competence and your confidence over time. And that only comes from putting yourself out there over and over. Sometimes you fail and sometimes you win. But you should always keep trying because life is just too damn short not to. And look, I'm not saying it's always easy because at least with what we're talking about right now, you're putting yourself out there and risking rejection. That's uncomfortable, but that's exactly why it's worth doing. You're building confidence, brick by brick, conversation by conversation, win by win, and even loss by loss. Maybe it's got nothing to do with approaching women, right? Maybe it's working the room at networking events or starting something you've always wanted to start. Take the first swing, say the first word, and get your reps in because the truth is you are a lot more capable than you think you are. I know you are, so go take your shot. I can go a lot longer on this topic, so if this was interesting to you, please let me know down in the comments. And if you made it this far, you are definitely one of the true legends, so please hit that like button to let me know that you made it. And with that, my friends, as always, thank you so much for watching. I know this video was a little bit weird. Live well, and I'll see you in the next one.